All right, that was an abrupt stop. Welcome to the QB Huddle podcast. I'm Tim, joined, of course, by Lo and Brandon. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button before we get too far along. This podcast is produced by Brandon Franklin and New Era Media, syndicated with allaccessfootball.com, and a proud network partner of FanStream Sports Network. Welcome in to Tuesday morning. It's been a busy week already in the NFL, folks. We've got stuff going all over the place. The actual free agency starts tomorrow, but we already had moves yesterday. We've had some trades. We've had a lot of stuff go on. But before we get into that too far, the offseason is a perfect time to learn more about who the three of us are. And this week, my two guys on my right and my left had some big weekends. Let's go to you first, Brandon. You won the AGA first major championship of the season. That is your second major win, if I know that correctly, in your career. The AGA has been around for 3 years now. So congratulations on your Scotty Scheffler type performance this past weekend. Tell us all about it.
Well, thank you, man. I don't know about Scotty, but everything just came together. Right. As you guys know, last week, even before we got on the show, I was super pissed. I was going through a new swing change. It was very unfamiliar. I was a little nervous of getting out there because I thought I was just going to shank every shot. And I put in a lot of work and it finally paid off. And I think going to that practice round on Friday with Slade, man, it was just everything just came together. I thought I could play with the missed shots that I had and just execute. And it just came down to putting, getting up and down. I think I was 7 or 9 and scrambling. And so for people who don't know what that means is if you have a second approach shot and it goes off to the left or the right, it's short or long, you have to chip and make a putt in one to get par. And so 7 and 9, that's pretty good when scrambling. Shout out to Charlie, man. That dude's been working with me behind the scenes a lot. He's a mad scientist behind it. If some of our followers know who Charlie is, he'll go out there and shoot a 75 with no warm-up. It's pretty impressive to see, but he keeps golf very simple. It's just a good victory, man. It's the closest thing I can compare it to playing quarterback because the nerves, the anxiety, the pressure, if you simplify it and you execute the right way and just take what the defense is giving you, aka the golf course, you'll come out on top. And I'm glad I got this one under my belt. This was a fun one. So
well, good for you. There you are in all of your glory. You've got obviously the dress code is quite loosey goosey in the AGA. We've got the shirt untucked. We've got the khakis. Look at the calves though. Look at the monstrous calves that are just popping through. No wonder you can drive the ball 300 yards. I love the glasses. Look at the intense face and your follow through with your iron. We can make that left arm maybe a little bit straighter. I don't know, but hey, that looks awesome, man. What a great job on this flyer by Sean Edwards.
Yeah.
But you did a great job. Congratulations. I know how important this is to you. And you have become, I remember the first time I took Brandon out golfing and boy, he told me at that day, man, I think one day I could play in PGA. And I laughed at him. And then the next week he said, one day I'm going to play in the 80s and the 70s. And I laughed at him again because I'd been at it for 15 years and never once had I been in the 80s yet. And then it was like a month later and this dude shot like an 86 and I wanted to strangle him at that moment because he is awfully gifted. But congratulations once again. One more time, tell the folks, especially here in the Dallas area, the AGA is always accepting new members and you could be a part of this tournament. How do people get involved in the AGA?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all our AGA members, man. It's been ongoing. This is season 3. We have 4 majors that take place. If you want, just send us a DM, man. You can either DM myself, Tim. Tim's also a member. We're going to get Low going to where he wants to get those competitive juices flowing. He's going to love it. But, man, it's an organization full of former athletes that are coming together to raise money to help sponsor the youth generation. Like one male and one female golfer will have the opportunity to receive a scholarship at the end of the year. This is why we raise the money. Who knows what that small scholarship could do? Maybe it could get them a professional training lesson with one of the top people, and maybe it changes their game forever and something clicks, or maybe they can get a new golf set. And so that's what we're here to support. Just give back. to the next generation, because we're all very fortunate to be able to play golf consistently when we can. And I know when I was a kid growing up, like, I never was afforded that opportunity, right? I didn't get to see it a lot. So we saw Tiger on TV, and that's about it. We didn't truly appreciate his career. So coming out here and competing, man, we have a summer shambles season, which I know Tim's going to really love. And a lot of
love that part of the season,
right?
I love
so
that
it'll be
season.
2-man, 3-man, or 4-man shambles going all through the summer. So if you're a little nervous or shy about competing in the actual majors, come out in the summer, man, and help support, because that helps kick off the next round of scholarships for the following year. So shout out to all our guys, man. It's a blessing to have guys come together, for a common goal and just share that and be able to give back while you're still trying to beat some of your buddies. So it was a good turnout. Had over 20.
It looked like a good time. I was sad I missed it. I was traveling this weekend to go watch some football, and let's get over to Lauren, the quarterback of the Collin County Crash.
Another W.
By QB Huddle standards, you, sir, have been on fire over the last 2 weeks. In a 2-0 start, you have counted for 6 touchdown passes. That's good. Tell me about Saturday night, because you went down to West Texas shorthanded, had a van breakdown, got to the game right before the kickoff, really, and had to do some owner stuff and had to get ready to play quarterback. And you come out, you win the game 18-14. Talk about it.
Appreciate it. First of all, you were there, Tim. You were part of this win. That's part of the reason we also got it done. We had some stuff happen, but regardless, man, we made it on time, barely. You got the team ready. You got me as best ready as I could get, right? Kind of fast track through whatever we could. Didn't have all the tools we needed, and I had to have someone else tell me later, do you realize that we had a 10-plus minute drive on the first drive and scored coming off of everything we did? So it kind of set the tone for a little safety net of the game. And it's crazy. Yeah, you add it up. I don't really count the stats too much yet. But 3 touchdowns a week isn't terrible. The fact that I know that me and you together can account for a whole bunch more, I actually will take the 3, I guess. Our defense, though, man, we talk about them enough. That 14 points up there, 6 of it was mine. I didn't have too many errors, but I had that one. Our defense steps up, man, when they're needed. They got my back. And I feel like as an owner, I had their back this weekend as best as I could. And I think you plugged a lot of holes. We got other guys on the team as well that just do their part. And it's funny because both of us are up here celebrating wins, but it sounds like Nuhi's got a team around him of guys that are collectively doing things to keep things together. That's kind of what's going on with the Crash, man. Like, you're a part of it now, Tim, and we're just trying to keep the ship afloat to grow to future things. And those long trips out to West Texas, man, they show you about yourself. They show you about your team. And sometimes it's a good thing because you could talk about different things that we're planning for the future. So expect some give back opportunities as well from the Crash. I've already partnered with our New Era Media as well as what everything else is going on. So good win. It's week 2. We're back at it next week. It don't stop. Tim knows the drill. Nuhi knows the drill. Celebrate as much as you can, but we're on to week 3. Which is why I'm trying to get into golf, because it seems like I get to celebrate golf a little bit longer when you win that one. So,
you're going to love it.
Yeah, I'll be there soon. Coming soon. Tim showed Nuhi to go golf. Now Tim's going to take me to golf. And who knows, Tim might be one of those golf guys, a golf scout in the future.
Tim used to kick my butt.
I'm not 70s or 80s. I believe I'm hundreds.
I'll tell you what, though, what's great. That's why I love Shambles season. Because it's the one thing that one time I get to partner up with Brandon again, because we're typically partners in those shambles and scrambles, and we get to work together again. And that's always fun to have him as a teammate. And when we get into those 3- and 4-man teams, we're going to have to bring Lauren around, and we're going to have to sign him to the team as well. So it's all quarterbacks. So we can all have that same mindset, although golf.
Got to get the cameras out there. We'll get the cameras out there for that one.
Let's win it.
That's what we'll do. That's how we got it started. We went out with myself, Eric Herrera, and Brandon went out to play golf one day, and we got drunk and swung the club around and had a great time. And Brandon decided that he was going to be a pro golfer, and he's damn near there. So congratulations to you. And I guess it's my fault. I doubted him. I laughed in his face. I said, "There's no way."
Hey, man.
But I didn't.
I was doubting my whole life playing quarterback.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I took Lowe out to the simulator. What was it? The week before last. And I mean, he had a 280-yard drive down the middle of the fairway. So at that point in time, I was ready to stop playing golf with him too. So
he grabbed my driver. Tim grabbed the driver. He grabbed the driver. He said, "Hold on, real quick." Swung it. And he's like, "Yeah, I can get a little bit of extra punch out of that one."
So you're gonna notice when you play golf with Tim, he's secretly competing against you.
Oh yeah, it was there. Secretly. I was like, man, I'm trying to warm up, but he just great teacher, man. It was awesome. Made me feel comfortable. Shout out to the back nine. We got to go back. Yeah.
Brandon says I compete, but he typically knows my score better than I do. So I don't understand how I'm the competitor.
Come on now. We're all competing secretly.
So for me, it's more about, man, this is probably why I like golf. It's you versus you, man. You know how you play a quarterback. It's in those certain scenarios, you know, you have to be able to control the narrative in so many ways. And if you're in control, a lot of times those things play in your favor, right? But this game and this position is so challenging that it drives you because you'll never have the perfect game. You never will.
So hard.
It doesn't exist.
It's not that I'm competing with Brandon. It's envy. I think he's naming the wrong emotion because I'll see him drive 280 yards. It'll curl perfect, fall in the middle of the fairway, and then I come up and shank 130 yards into the woods. And I'm like, Lee, I'm not competing with Brandon. I'm envious of what he has just done.
He has a great scrambled driver.
That's true.
That's the guy. Like, hey, Tim, go put it in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah. While everyone else drives, then they can.
Then we can just.
We talked about this, Lauren. We talked about this because Lauren was driving the shit out of the ball too. You young, strong guys. Listen, Lauren, if guys want to come watch, or guys or gals, kids want to come watch the game this weekend, it's a good kind of inner city battle between two teams that know each other fairly well. So we're taking on the Collin County Crash this weekend. Take on the Soto Tarantulas. Is that okay?
Correct. Yeah, we'll be out at Southwest High School. Yeah, it'll be at 7.
High School.
Flyer will be flooded all over the social medias this week. It's all locked in. We're good to go. It is a good battle of a long-standing TUFL team that has won the league before, and you know they're in the way of what we're trying to do right now. So, it'll be a good week to pop out. Weather should be nice. Hopefully, this rain clears out.
It's going to be in the 80s. It's going to be perfect. Come out, watch the QB Huddle. Lauren Morales play some quarterback. I'll be there with a play sheet just to look cool. But come on out and watch us play. This Saturday night in
Southwest High School in Fort Worth.
Southwest. You Brandon have an eternal sideline pass. All you have to do is show up.
So, well, I just got to see what the little one's doing, and so
there you go.
Never obligations or RSVPs needed, Nuhi. You just send the text.
There you go. Let's get into some of these transactions. We got to get.
I'm excited. I'm sorry. You just see the NFL. This is the best part of the NFL. I forgot about this part. This is awesome,
baby.
It's fast and furious. Now, listen, we may not get to everything and everyone because the list is large of what's already happened. The league year actually starts tomorrow, but we've already got some guys in principle signed with teams. We had some big trades go on last week.
Man,
yesterday was a crazy day. At the top of it, Kenneth Walker to the Kansas City Chiefs, and Travis Kelce has come out and said, I'm staying. He's playing.
He's back.
Chris Jones is excited, right? He tweeted, we are so back. The Kansas City Chiefs are 100% back. What are they going to do with Pacheco, though? That's my question. Now you have Pacheco and Walker. Am I missing something there? Is Pacheco
comes third down?
Trade? Is he trade bait?
Tough red zone scenario. What's going on? Hard.
Okay, so
K9, we forget K9 was injured the last couple years. Yeah, he can do everything, but he worked best this last year because he wasn't hurt, and that's because Charbonnet was there, right? They managed it well. Yeah, he had the big load, but only for the one game. Like, this is perfect. You really get a Kareem Hunt type player with like 7 years younger. So I think they're good. I think it's a great fit.
Great move.
Didn't have to pay him too much, in my opinion, if you ask me. Running backs aren't Todd Gurley's of the world no more. So I think it's a market stretch. I think it's fine. They traded McDuff. Oh, man. Here they go. Chiefs bounce back. That's all I got to say about K9.
To me, this tells me that Andy Reid is going to slow down Patrick Mahomes a little bit and rely a little bit more on the run, right? And give Patty a break and not have him do so much, especially coming off the injury that he's going to be coming off of with that ACL. So to me, running back depth's important, and it's proven that if you run the ball well and play defense, you can win a Super Bowl. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks just proved that. So I like the move for the Chiefs. I love the move for Patrick Mahomes. Brandon?
Yeah, I really love this move, man. I thought the Chiefs were going to go and take the Notre Dame running back. But, with Kenneth Walker moving in, where does that go? And, where does Pacheco go? I mean, he's going to bring a true explosive run threat. I mean, we all know that, if that offense can stay balanced, it really opens a lot of things up, a lot of one-on-one opportunities with Kelsey and some of the receivers that he has. I think it takes a lot of pressure to what you attest on Patrick, especially coming off that ACL injury. When is he coming back? Knowing Patrick Mahomes, he's going to probably be there week 1. But we'll see.
We'll see.
And so right now, I think, it helps balance KC again. And, with a legitimate run game right now, that's scary. And so defenses can't just play too high all day. So now they're going to have to force play in the box a little bit more. Again, opens up one-on-one opportunities. So good move for KC.
Well, Tom Brady told us in the Super Bowl, I don't know if you guys caught this during the game when they were talking about Walker, and he said it's a good thing he can run because he's not very good at pass blocking and he can't catch the ball. I don't know if you guys heard that during the game. Tom Brady called him out. So I'm looking for him to be the 1-2 back, and then Pacheco to come in and be the third down back, right? Catching out of the backfield, getting pass protection because he is a good blocker, getting the screens and things of that nature. So you get to use them both in 2 different ways. Oh, the Chiefs are going to be scary. And speaking about quarterback, you might be right. Patrick Mahomes may be back day 1 because Gardner Minshew is out the door. By the way, he's in Arizona. He's going to Arizona. Found out yesterday.
I like that.
So who's going to come and take Gardner's position? We don't know. It won't be Mitchell Trubisky because he now plays for the Tennessee Titans. That happened yesterday. That's the question. Is Cam Ward in trouble? Is Cam Ward in trouble?
That has to be a sign. That has to be a sign that Patrick's back for week 1.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I got one.
What?
McBuns.
Oh my
Let him go learn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you want him to learn so much.
I'm
not mad at that. There ain't no chance he's starting.
You're not letting.
He's not starting in Minnesota, brother. That ain't happening.
I think he's a McChief. Yep.
He could be a
McChief
instead of McBuns.
I don't like this at all. Here's another big signing. We're going to move on. This might have been the biggest move of the day that we learned about yesterday. Mike Evans to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, before that, it was only about 30 minutes before that got announced that the Bears were going to get Mike Evans, which I was so excited about. Turns out he goes to San Francisco. Is he a fit? Is he a fit for your 49ers?
1,000%. Absolutely.
I know.
I feel like what they're going to do with Mike Evans is what you saw Sean McVay do with Devontae Adams. That 12-14 touchdown in the red zone, right? Uses that big target. We've really got to set him up. I think this really works out for him, especially if Juwan Jennings, hopefully he stays and they can renegotiate some things because now we got 2 6'4" and 6'5" receivers on the outside. And we can squeeze Rick in, who's, by the way, probably 6'2" guy. And
1,000%.
Now, what I am nervous about being a Niners fan, God, we just can't stay away from injuries. And this is a guy that's coming hampered in, right? Had a bad shoulder, had a bad hammy. There's rumors, there's controversy about, conspiracy theories about the power plant that's right next to the training facility, right?
Soft tissue.
Makes me a little nervous, right? But I love the move. I think it's going to be great. Mike Evans said he wanted to play with a Super Bowl quarterback. So I said about Baker.
I mean, Chicago would have been the perfect place to go. I'm just saying. Right now, the Bears are loading up on their defense. They got a safety. They got Devin Bush from the University of Michigan. He's one of my favorite Michigan players over the last 10 years is Devin Bush. So I'm very excited.
Driving over that.
Yeah, I'm leaving that alone.
You can double back to the
Chicago. So they
double back to the conspiracy.
Winner, Tim.
49ers, look, I don't know about you, but tell me if my math is math in here. Juwan Jennings showed he can be more than a number 2. But the 49ers also showed, we don't need a number 1 like that. We did all last year without Ayuk. Ayuk was a waste. They threw it down the drain, got rid of it. move Jawan Jennings to the technically number 1 or Pearsall. You have 3 number 2 wide receivers because Mike Evans doesn't have to play the number 1. You also have George Kittle, and your number 1 option is the offensive player of the year in Christian McCaffrey. Like, this offense is now slow and steady, and I mean very, very steady. They're going to monitor the injuries, no explosive plays. They don't need them. They're about to scheme the hell out of everybody in that division.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I really, really hate but love this for you, Nuhi. I hate it,
man,
but I love
it's
it.
Good, but I also think we need to see. Hopefully, Mike Evans can help mentor Ricky as far as his body, how he takes care of it, because he's young, fresh, and talented. Rick's got a lot of talent, but Rick can't stay healthy. So what does he eat? How does he take care of his body on a day-to-day basis?
This is an all-around great move, in my opinion.
And Jennings,
it affects the locker room tremendously.
Dogs that you'd love to have him on any team, any roster.
He's not as obviously exposed as, but he's Mike Evans 7 years ago without the blow up. You know what I mean? He plays like him. He plays like a big guy. Throw him the ball. I'm happy for Brock.
Presence in the receiver room.
It's great for San Francisco and Brock Purdy. I hate it for Baker Mayfield. I'm not sure what they're going to do down in Tampa, but the consensus was that Mike Evans wanted to go. That Tampa Bay was far away from winning, and he wanted to go to a team that was going to win now.
Were they far away from winning, or did they just got a guy that doesn't know how to win?
Really? No. All last season.
I won't go so far. Hold on. So I'm not gonna go so far to say he doesn't know how to win and stuff. But this man knows that he's a football player and he wants to win every game and doesn't see the big picture. Like, it's okay. You have to chalk one up as an L to bounce back the next 2. He's just a freaking fighter, bro. So, and I don't think they're in bad shape. I'm gonna go on a limb and say they're not in bad shape. Jalen McMillan was hurt, right? Jalen McMillan, that's his name. He was a big time receiver the year before, but he got hurt. You know, you also got the rookie coming in there who needs his touches. You had to make some room. Mike Evans, this was probably a more mutual decision than we think. Other than Baker,
he's been there for 10 years. You know,
he's probably upset, and he got his Super Bowl. And Baker got him paid, so good job.
Baker got him paid, but Baker, once we get on this topic later down the line, Baker's got to figure it out.
All right, well, we'll get to that later. We still
Real
got
quick. Because that, to me, as a quarterback, that's alarming. My number 1 guy just went out the door.
Yeah, I don't like it. Then again,
doesn't even know.
Then again, the Buccaneers may not have. Maybe they were saying one thing and doing another. Maybe they didn't want to pay Mike Evans a third time. I don't know. I don't like Mike Evans leaving, but good for you in San Francisco.
You're a franchise quarterback. There's no way my number 1 receiver's leaving.
While you're on the Bucs too, they did add Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell is arguably the best check down running back out there. So they're doing some help. They locked in Cade Otton. I mean, this had to be somewhat calculated. So whether Baker likes it or not.
There. I mean,
and look, here's some more signings, some under the radar signings. Somehow Kenny Pickett is still in the NFL. He gets to sign with the Carolina Panthers to go back up Bryce Young. Case
Job
Keenum.
Security.
He's on a Chase Daniels run.
Case Keenum will stay with the Chicago Bears for the next 2 years. So that's good. Mitchell Trubisky, we told you, is off to Tennessee. I wonder if he'll compete with Cam Ward for the number 1 job. I'm not sure. Let's see. Travis Etienne. This is kind of a big one. Travis Etienne is gone from Jacksonville and headed to New Orleans with that rookie quarterback and that young team there in New Orleans. How much is that going to affect Trevor Lawrence and that Jacksonville offense? I think quite a bit. You don't think so?
No, that running back guy.
They've been waiting on this, actually.
You think this is good for them? Okay,
yeah,
I'm a big ETN fan, so I don't like this. But okay, how about this one? This is a big one. Aaron Rodgers. This has to be for Aaron Rodgers. Michael Pittman Jr. headed to Pittsburgh. Tell me that's not an Aaron Rodgers move.
And DK. Yes, that's an Aaron Rodgers move. He will be back.
Love that.
Gosh.
Tyler Linderbaum will now be the highest paid center in the NFL there with the Raiders as they try to protect that rookie quarterback that they're going to draft.
Raiders have been finessing. They are actually the winners to me in this offseason right now.
Really? Okay.
Dude, they got a lot of picks. If you break it down, of course, I don't have all my stats here to back them up, but I will tell you they are finessing a lot of moves right now.
Sure.
They spent some money, man,
at their disposal.
Yeah, they spent some money. I tell you what, they spent some money. They got 16 mil going to an Ed Rusher and Quiddy Pay. They got N'Kobe Dean, Quay Walker. Like these are some of these names, man. They're building up some. Eric Stokes,
they got
Ron
two
Johnson.
linebackers that played with each other. Like what?
No.
The Bills corner, Jalen Naylor snuck in there, 3-year, I think 35 mil.
Speaking of the
Crazy.
Bills, Josh Allen got a new toy. Hate this for the Bears. Was really hoping we would replace him with Mike Evans. But DJ Moore is headed to Buffalo. And I would argue
I like that.
that although Stefon Diggs is widely regarded as a number one receiver, after a year or two, he tends to wear out his welcome anywhere he's been. We've seen it, right? He's now gone in New England even.
He didn't wear out his welcome, though.
I think he wears out his welcome. And what I'm going to say is I think this is the best number one receiver that Josh Allen has ever had. I think he's the best receiver Josh Allen has ever had on his team. I'm a major DJ Moore fan, and this is awesome for Buffalo, right?
So he's better than Stefon Diggs when he was there?
I think DJ Moore is
they got him for a 5th-round pick.
I think he's more consistent than Stefon. Stefon became very inconsistent in Buffalo. Don't forget.
Because Josh didn't throw him the ball. Josh didn't throw him the ball.
We're going to blame Josh Allen.
His targets went from 10 a game to 3 in the playoffs.
He had to leave Minnesota. Then he had to leave Buffalo. Now
he didn't have to leave Minnesota. He was on his big contract. No, he was on his big contract out of Minnesota.
Okay, so he's not.
You're making an excuse right now for Josh Allen. Like it's
I'm
okay.
just saying this is to me, and maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. It's my opinion that DJ Moore is the best receiver Josh Allen has had to date. And I think
that's why DJ Moore's been kicked around to like 3 different teams already.
What if I told you that
this was a salary cap move in Chicago? What's that?
What if I tell you DJ Moore's not our number one receiver?
Oh no,
he's still not their best receiver. Khalil Shakir is still their best receiver.
They gave up a what for him?
A 5th.
No, they didn't give up. No,
they swapped seconds. They swapped seconds and gave up a 5th. That's it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm going to say that Josh Allen's about to have one of his best seasons ever with DJ Moore.
How much you want to bet?
Well, I don't bet. So
what do you want to bet on a round?
It's very hard for me to earn money, and so I like to keep it. Our jobs are very
a new driver.
I'll bet you a bag of Skittles.
Hey, I heard those are bad for you now. They're banning everything.
Oh, really?
Man, everything.
Skittles are poison.
Everything's bad for you. Hey, how about the Broncos? J.K. Dobbins headed to Denver. Going to beef that offense up a little bit. I like it.
Huh?
No reaction?
No, he re-signed.
Oh,
he was hurt all last year.
Why did I say
he was hurt all last year? He signed. No, he signed. But he signed. They were marketing him. They got Dobbins. I think they gave him 2 years.
Last one.
2 more years.
Malik Willis.
That's the one I was waiting for. We called it on here. We said
will be the QB1 in Miami. Brandon, you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for Malik
on discount. On discount. Less than 50% of market value. Malik Willis signs. Like, yo, talk about a power move.
Even more disturbing.
Yesterday in the mix.
Yeah. Tua signs in Atlanta for the league minimum. Tua signs in Atlanta.
Yo, for the league minimum. Shout out to QB Huddle. We called that too. It's because he's got $40 million dead money. 2 lefties in Atlanta. They know what they're doing. I would be shocked if they might not.
It is a play calling structure kind of thing.
Sure, and personnel.
In the opposite direction. So I get the reason why, but man, this is such a short term thing.
Yeah, it's 1 year.
Tua's the starter right now. I'm starting Tua over Penix.
For another quarterback in next year's drafts. Mark my word.
Okay, let me say this.
Tua is the starter in the NFL again.
But if you're the Atlanta Falcons, you have 2 quarterbacks that don't make up 1 quarterback, in my opinion.
So what? Trade for Dylan Gabriel? Go get another lefty. Go get another lefty.
Get all 3 of them.
And then they can stand on top of each other like the little rascals and call themselves QB1.
Then you call Brandon Newey and you hire him as your QB coach because only a lefty can work with a lefty.
I would love that.
You turn gray. You turn gray, Newey. You can't fix them 3. That's the bad news bunch right there, man.
That's simplified
so
easy.
We've gone through a lot of the transactions. Now we want to talk about something that came up a week ago. Brandon and I have argued about this for years. We're going to be seeing here in a couple of weeks that pro days are going to start, right? As we get the countdown to the draft. Now we've already had the combine, but all these quarterbacks are going to go throw with their pro day. Now keep in mind, my perception of a pro day and why I don't put a lot of stock in them is because you have your coach who creates your list of plays, your script that you're going to run with your guys that you've been throwing to for years. And now you have to go out there and just make completions and make it look good. Yeah, you're going to have a couple deep throws, and we're going to showcase that you can throw the ball far and all those kinds of things. To me, the pro day doesn't show me anything except you can play well in a perfect environment. So please tell me why the pro day is more important than the combine. Please explain. You got five fingers up. What is going on over there?
Everything you just said is about 5 points that all hold true to your weekly preparation for a football game. You get the script from your offense. You get your receivers that you work with all off season. You hope for perfection. All of the stuff in the perfect world is what a pro day is for. The combine shows you what you want to see. The pro day shows you what I want to show you that I can do. That's where you get the looks of stamping who you want to get, and those maybes can turn to yeses. And in turn, if you do have a pro day, you know what also it shows you, or a bad pro day? It shows that there's a little bit of pressure that you can't even handle. You created this pressure yourself and you can't handle it. I enjoy the pro day more than the combine because of those reasons. Dion said something like, you don't practice, you stop doing drills that don't apply to football. This process actually applies to football. Rarely what you do in the combine applies to what goes on in football, other than the brains part. But You're not jumping that high. When do you ever hit your 40? Unless you're Christian Gonzalez in the Super Bowl. Then that might matter. But let's be real. Football speed don't matter. One of y'all says it. Right. Help me out. Because Jerry Rice, what, 4.6?
4.7. 4.7. 4.7.
Come on. We know what football speed is. Tyreek isn't even that fast. He's faster on the football field than he is in the 40 time, I bet. So, I don't know, man. I'm excited for the pro days. I like how they line them up. They dress them up. And we get to see a run of show. And the run of show is what we hope for in the NFL, right? You hope for potential in the draft. So I don't know. That's where I'm at least for quarterbacks.
Okay. All right. Brandon, out of the three of us, you're the only one that has actually been a part of a pro day. So I'd like to ask you to me, it feels like that would be the most comfortable you would be leading up to the draft. Tell me what it's really like.
Actually, it's not. I think it's one of the most pressured situations you'll probably ever be in because, number one, you're not running your college plays. Number two, you don't have your offensive coordinator there that's calling your plays. Number three, it's a total different thing than what you're used to. Under center, you're doing play actions, you're doing, rollouts and just different combinations of things that you don't see. Do you practice? Yes, you do. You practice it. You try to really perfect it. But it's all about getting the ball out on time. You're playing with a different ball than what you were used to and playing in college. That ball can be slick, right? And also there's a sense of nerves there, right? There is. And you have coaches watching you. You know that you have to be on point. Your goal is to at least be 90% completion if you can. I just think it's a very pressured situation. I think with the combine in itself, man, you just showcase your athleticism. You don't really worry about it, right? Of course you want to run a good time and you want to have good times, but when you're throwing to these guys, it's kind of like rookie minicamp. Are they really going to be there? No. But if you have the guys that you've been working with and you really put in the work and you've gone through the grind, now let's see everything come together under a new offense, under new footwork, under new terminology. And you have to go fast. You can't BS it, right? You have to process, what if this weather conditions, right? I'm throwing in a dome in Indy. There's no conditions there. Oh, damn, it might be, during ours, it was like 18 mile an hour gusts.
You got to look and see who's attending. He's right. The coaches that are attending, what are they playing?
Such a pressure cooker. And I think these guys that thrive in their pro days and these guys that show leadership, get in and out of the huddle, make sure they're in the right formation, make sure they're motioning the right way. Man, that's a whole different ball game because your coaches that you played with, they're in spring ball. They're not seeing you. They'll probably go up there and watch and say, oh, hey, how'd you do? They're not with you. So I don't know where you got that.
Wouldn't you say, Nuhi, that there is more put into for an athlete in preparation put into your pro day than there is the actual combine when it 100%. Comes to football related skills?
100%. Because you're going to be on the board. Yeah. I mean, I think the interviews, to what Tim's attesting, the interviews in the combine really matter. That's a big thing, right?
It's the business side of things.
All together in the pro day, it's like, damn, let's see what happens when he is prepared, when he has some of the people he has some continuity with. And now it's a real pressure situation because all eyes are on you. It ain't all eyes are on everybody else. People are looking at their watch. No, they're looking dead at you. And you can't.
And the ones that are there to see you.
You can't flinch. And yeah, it was definitely a pressure cooker, man. But it was fun, you know.
I mean,
QB Huddle Pro Day coming soon.
It's nerve-wracking, bro. It really is because your receivers are nervous and you got to keep them calm.
I've seen guys have great pro days, you know what I mean, or have days where, you know, you come on ESPN that night and they're like, look at this pro day, and that guy comes out and he's absolutely trash when it comes to real football, but he had a good pro day, you know. And I think I watched that, Brandon, and not anymore. Obviously, everything in this shoulder is torn, but back when I was still playing, I used to always think, man, if I could just have a pro day, holy shit, man, would I look great, you know, and I might get a chance. Just give me a pro day. That's all I need. And it's just like, wow, I've seen some really crappy guys have some incredible pro days. I think that's where I come to that, because everything is set up for you. And if you can handle, you know, I guess the question to you is it a bigger pressure cooker to be at the combine where all the NFL execs are there, NFL Network, everyone is there, or is it more at the pro day at your facility with your coach and your teammates with you? And everyone's cheering for you to succeed that day.
I think it's the polar opposite.
I mean, one's a recital.
I have to respect what you're saying.
One's a recital with a bunch of NFL players' future. The other is a solo with the spotlight on you.
Okay, fair enough.
It's pressure, bro. It's pressure. Your hands are sweaty. I mean, you're nervous, right? Your center's nervous. Your receivers are hella nervous because
it's quiet. It's quiet. You get the golf claps going.
It's a whole different playbook like than what you're used to. You ain't going out there and just taking 100 snaps outside in the gun. No, it's play action stretch. It's, you know, just pause out, roll out a little bit, show you can
7 step, give us a hitch, climb the pocket. Yeah, absolutely.
Very hard. And people make it look easy. Why? Because they prepare. Preparation creates separation.
All right.
It looks like
I'm interested to know from the QB huddlers out there, what do you think what's more important to you? What do you enjoy more, the pro day or the combine? What's more important to who you draft? Is it how they perform at the combine or how they do at the pro day? I'd love to hear what you all think about that.
That's a great question too, because Justin Herbert, his Senior Bowl is what did it for him. Correct. Right? It wasn't the pro day. It was how he played football. Same for Josh Allen. Yeah, you're going to get – but see, Zach Wilson's combine made him crazy. His pro day throwing across, and then look what happened there. So that's the ladder of what we talked about.
I talked about that earlier.
In Zach's defense, I think he went to arguably the worst franchise to develop quarterbacks.
I was just about to say, you did your pro day. Yeah.
I think if he goes and falls in a scenario like, hey, we kind of want you. If Mac Jones leaves, we'll take you because we understand you have talent. Now we can harness that a little bit and teach you.
Man, if I'm a backup quarterback, I'm applying for Green Bay's job right now.
Green Bay or San Fran, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the times have certainly changed, and it's tough for the younger quarterbacks now because typically if you're a really good young quarterback, you get drafted to a team that needs a quarterback, right? And most of the time, those teams are not ready to win, and they don't have the pieces around you to have success.
Right.
It's not like it used to be in the 80s and the 70s, even the 90s, where teams, for the most part, stayed together for a long time. And so even if you got drafted to a bad team, there was a veteran quarterback there, and there were pieces, right, that you could start to build on for the future. That's gone away. Everyone's in a win now, right? You need that money. You need to win. You need it now, and things have changed.
The math behind it, man. That rookie reserve. If you get a quarterback that can perform young in those first 4 years, imagine what you can buy with the rest of that money for your team. So the timing has now played a factor with that new rookie salary cap thing. They got the reserve.
Absolutely.
Plus you got the tag. Now you got more money. Football is freaking changing, and it's great.
It's nuts. And we love free agent frenzy. Let's talk about some quick reactions, though, as we go through this. First one up, Tua's release cost the Miami Dolphins $99 million in dead money. I guess here's the question. How bad do you have to be at your position for your boss to assume a $99 million debt and have you walk out the door?
He wasn't worth it in the first place.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Couldn't win a cold weather game.
Ooh.
I'm not. Facts
No.
over feelings in this
That's
thing.
when you get divorced and all your friends tell you,
If I'm paying you $200 million to execute, if I'm paying you $200 million to execute, I don't give a piss where we go. We can go to Canada, Antarctica. I expect you to play at a high level. Weather does not matter. This is your job.
Okay, let me ask Lauren. Let me ask Lauren. Lauren, you run an Under Armour store, right? Have you ever had an employee that was so bad that you would eat their $30,000 salary for the year, right? I'm just guessing what a salesperson on the floor makes. That you will eat that salary and tell them to walk out the door, and you will still pay them. Just please don't come back. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's embarrassing.
It is pretty embarrassing, but someone got out of here clean, scathed, and no one's talking about it. And that's Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel did this. He did this to Tua. He was the one that offered the deal. Notice he signed his big old Miami money when Tua got his. So that's why this is bad. I've thought about this, and I was tough on Tua because I'm talking just football. But the business side of it, he left you on the side of the road, Tua. To figure it out your damn self. He done upgraded from you to Justin Herbert. He took his step down and still has a job. And it's crazy because now Tua, luckily he does have a job, and he got paid. So I guess I can't really, he got the severance.
McDaniels went from a quarterback who didn't win a playoff game to another quarterback who still ain't won a playoff game.
He went from if I'm going to play man to if I had weapons man. So he went from an if man to an if man. But at least one's not throwing up gang signs. So
hey man,
he upgraded.
Tua need to retire, bro.
Let me ask you this: simple.
He's the starter. Tua's the starter in Atlanta.
Tua's going to start in Atlanta.
He's going to ball too.
Quick reaction. Yep. Thank you, Brandon. You've already kind of done it. Is he next year's Sam Bradford? Does he rejuvenate his career and get paid? Or Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Rejuvenate his career and get paid somewhere else in 2027?
No, because he's not durable enough.
Okay.
No. That's one thing about Sam. Sam was very durable. He played 32 games and never got hurt once. He had some rib cartilage in the playoff game. Didn't look like it affected him. So that's a big, strong kid. Tua's already had 4 concussions and X amount of years that he's played. Man, he's one hit away from retirement.
Hear me out.
Oh, here we go.
Hear me out.
Oh,
Tua gets a fresh start with a lefty behind him and an offense that is built for him. Drake London, Algiers gone, but you got Bijan, Kyle Pitts' tag. It is set up for him to have a good year. He is inside. He is in a dome. He can't throw the ball far, but he can throw it early. If this guy plays football like we know, because I don't care what y'all say, look up the accuracies. This man's accurate.
When he's protected, he can dot.
If you can get Drake London and Mooney and all them to get behind it, man, you might actually have a little something in possibly the worst division in football right now.
Yeah. Now here's the
I
thing
don't know. So he's not getting another deal somewhere else, Tim. You're right. But he could get a deal in Atlanta.
I think Atlanta is setting themselves up for long-term quarterback failure and headache. And when I say that, they just drafted Michael Penix. Let's say Tua does have a good year. And you want to re-sign him next year. Let's just say that happens. At that point, you have to allow Michael Penix to move on. You're not going to give him the long-term contract. So now you've lost the rookie.
He's on 4 years. You got him.
Tua takes one more hit to the head, and he's gone. So now you don't have Tua. They're going to wake up in 3 years and not have a quarterback on the roster. I'm just saying.
No, they're doing
long-term disaster, in my opinion.
They're doing what you said. It's a recipe for good disaster. You get a quarterback like he said next draft, but you have 2 bridge guys.
So you got to draft a quarterback again?
They're both rolling next year, man. If Tua doesn't show out or Penix doesn't show any type, this is the most simplified offense in the NFL under Stefanski's offense. It's the same kind of offense as Shanahan, Kyle O'Connor. It's the same offense.
It's easy.
Sean McVay, it's quick, get out, get rid of the ball. That's his thing.
Let me tell
And
you
you
what's
have
gonna happen.
you have the best running back, arguably the best running back in football.
Yeah.
Let me give you a scenario.
And he's in the NFC South.
Not next
That's
year.
what I'm saying.
No
It's
cold
perfect.
games.
It's
Maybe
perfect.
next year. No, hear me out. Next year, the Atlanta Falcons will trade with the Cleveland Browns to bring Shador Sanders back to Kevin Stefanski and run that offense because both Tua and Penix will be out the door. And Stefanski, whether people believe it or not, actually likes Shador. He actually does like Shador quite a bit.
You're halfway
Perfect
right.
quarterback for him.
He trades with the Browns, downgrades from a lefty, and brings in his lefty, Dylan Gabriel. And
He does not
that's
want
what
Dylan
happens.
Gabriel. He doesn't want Dylan Gabriel.
Shador ain't
Come
leaving.
on.
Shador ain't leaving. He's a starter. He ain't leaving.
Perfect timing.
Shador will come and start in Atlanta and have a chance to win.
There you go.
Cleveland's not going to win nothing. Golly. Next up, we were supposed to talk about Mike Evans, but we already talked about Mike Evans at nauseum. He's going to San Francisco. The only question I guess I have, what number is he going to wear? I saw him in a number 4 in a fan art yesterday. I'm not sure why he would wear number 4. Who wears? Does anyone wear number 13?
Brizak.
Brandon Newey?
Brock Purdy.
Brizak.
Oh, Brock Purdy's 13. My fault. So he's going to have to change numbers. What number is he going to wear?
What did he wear at A&M?
15 or 13.
Oh, he wore the same.
Yeah.
He's going to have to go to number 3.
He's got to change numbers. Oh, my goodness. Hey, how about this? The Bears lose their assistant GM.
Who cares? Next. No, I'm just kidding.
And they don't get any compensatory picks from the NFL. Tell me why. Explain
He
why
ain't
the
playing.
NFL hates the Chicago Bears.
He doesn't play. Why would you get a comp pick for someone who doesn't play?
You always get comp picks when you lose a GM or assistant GM, but the Bears didn't. The NFL is up in arms about it. Why aren't you two? Because you hate the Bears.
Why would he leave?
He got signed by
I bet you it has something to do with.
Different.
I bet you it has something to do with the fact that it was voluntary and not
He just
involuntary.
built that.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have the answer.
Is this the light-skinned dude?
Yes.
What?
No,
Let's
it's
take
not
a peek.
the GM. This is the white guy who's the assistant GM.
Oh,
It's probably because he got fired and it wasn't voluntary.
Nice team for the past couple
Maybe
years.
it wasn't. I don't know what to say about it, but the Bears didn't get any compensatory picks because the NFL hates the Chicago Bears.
They
You know
love
wham,
your stadium.
wham,
Your team's about to leave and go to Indiana. Like, what's
I
going
know.
on with your team, bro?
The NFL can't like that. They can't like the team leaving the city of Chicago. God, I hope that doesn't happen. All right, you guys don't care about the Bears. How about this? Since we have a Patriots fan and we already talked about
I like the Bears. Fun.
Stefon Diggs.
Cue the
Who
freaking
will take
crickets.
Stefon Diggs' place next year, Mr.
Where's the
Mr.
crickets?
Patriot fan?
We got
What?
crickets, producer. Let's just moment of silence real quick. Cue the crickets, okay? Because we have done nothing.
What about
We
the
have not.
Hornets?
Daubs. We've looked at Romeo Daubs. That's who I guess we've acquired or looked at. We're still pushing for AJ, and I really want to go for it. I think
Please
they're just
don't.
holding off. I think they're holding off. That's Vrabel's guy. He showed you already what he could do with
Oh,
Diggs.
okay. That's
This was Vrabel's draft pick. He's trying to get him back over here. He wants to be over here. Edelman already said he could wear 11. I'm like, I don't know how that works. You're not happening. So we'll see. But I think AJ Brown is hopefully. If not, I don't know what the hell we're doing. There's talks that our first round pick is up for grabs. It's pick 29. No one wants it. This is where you look back and be like, damn, if you don't win the Super Bowl, it sucks to just get there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. They got something, or they're really, really high on Kyle Williams. And I know he did really great last year. He's a burner, but I don't see that. We need something that's going to upgrade our wide receiver room ASAP.
There's a lot of guys in this draft that you will have at your disposal with receivers.
We're just at that point. We're going even
There's
younger.
a lot of freaks in this draft at receiver.
This is true.
Well, Brandon, where both of you guys kind of like Diggs, I get the sense. Where should Diggs go? Where is a good fit for a Stefon Diggs? I've got one idea. I hate to say it because I don't want him to go there, but anyway, where do you guys think Stefon Diggs lands and takes over another receiver core?
He need to go to therapy.
Ooh.
He needs to fix himself first before he gets on any other team.
I will touch on
hear
he's saying.
BS. Every time he goes on a team, you hear BS. He's got to fix himself first.
See, I said that earlier,
not-
and I got pushback.
It's not football related. It's not football related, though.
He's got
That's what I'm getting at,
I
Tim.
didn't say whether it was on field or
You got
off
too
field.
much
All I
going
said
You
on.
were
was he wears
hinting
out
at
his
all.
welcome.
He had no off-field issues at the Buffalo or Minnesota. These were all. he was a baller then wanted his bread, and I'm glad he got it. As of recently, yes, with the Texans and the fallout with the Bills, sure, but it's all hindsight. Right now, it is off the field issues, and it was really smart for us to cut him, like that business wise. But he needs to go to the Giants. He needs to go to the Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson is gone. Slayton is not a good number two.
They just signed Isaiah Likely.
And they just got a tight end along to go with Theo Johnson, who's already there. Come on, go get Diggs to teach Neighbors how to be that guy. And Diggs will walk the straight and narrow right now because he has to.
No, that's what I don't
Especially
like.
with John Harbaugh.
I don't like Diggs with a young quarterback.
Exactly.
I don't like Diggs with a young
quarterback. He just helped May tremendously.
He helped May, but he certainly didn't help CJ. He was complaining.
CJ couldn't be helped, clearly. CJ can't be helped, clearly.
CJ needs therapy.
I tell you where I don't want to see Stefon. I do not want to see Stefon Diggs in Chicago to take the place of DJ Moore.
No, y'all got rid of DJ Moore to make room for Rome. Y'all make room for Rome.
Rome is not that guy, though. Rome has
He has
the droppies.
That's why they're getting him the ball more. More volume.
He's a pup. He's gonna go.
Yeah, he's a kid.
That's
gonna be Caleb's guy.
Drop the ball like crazy his first year.
That's Caleb's guy. They're gonna go through it, but that's his guy.
He'll be fine. You'll love him.
If you say so.
His jersey next year, Tim. Watch.
Listen,
learn how to say his name. Adunze.
I was a big Rome fan coming out of college because obviously I watched a lot of Washington. They were in the Big Ten. They played in the national championship against Michigan. Big fan of Rome. Since he's come to Chicago, he's been in and off the injury report. He's had trouble adjusting to the NFL game. He's had problems holding on to the ball. He did have a big catch in the playoff game versus the Rams on a 4th down, but he's also dropped a lot of balls. So if he's going to be the number one guy, I need the drops to disappear, right? Same thing we told our number one receiver this weekend. If you want to be the number one guy, the drops have to disappear, right? You've got to be more reliable, period.
I think DJ Moore was in the way of DJ Moore was just in the way of a lot of receivers and things going on with the Bears right now. You got Luther Burden too, right? Chilling.
Burden's very good.
More. He needs the ball more,
man.
So I think,
DJ want the ball.
I know. And he'll get it in Buffalo. Hopefully, Josh Allen stops running around like a wild stallion.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Which is rare.
Last piece we're going to talk about: patience versus performance.
Yes.
All right. We've got Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. These guys are always thrown around in the elite category, in the elite bucket, yet none of them, outside of Joe Burrow, have been to a Super Bowl. None of them have had sustained playoff success. When is it time to move on from the potential and realize what some of these guys might actually be? Or are we going to hold on to it because we can see it in glimpses here and there? I'm going to shut up and let y'all talk.
You want me to go first? I'll go first
because you've been waiting on this.
3 guys on this list. Check the ages. They're under 30. They still are okay. I'm okay. Patience. Give them another one. They're on their contracts. They're good. They're 55 mil guys because they're under 29. They're maybe 30. Dak Prescott has overstayed. It's too late. Dak Prescott has been overpaid and has underperformed his entire career. All these other guys at least have an MVP or Super Bowl appearance to their name. Okay. Dak Prescott, man, I've been saying it. Overpaid, underperformed. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on outside, but he's doing the same thing out there. He's doing the same thing out there. He's getting overpaid, and now he's like, you know what? This is not for me. This marriage is underperforming, and I don't want in it. Can't speak on guys' personal lives, but man, this is the same song. He's treating the Cowboys the same way. Cowboys didn't want to sign a Premier to be there. Jerry Jones didn't want to sign a Premier to be there. Come on, man. Come on. But he restructured. And he's gonna get another 200 mil. And y'all will be stuck with the Cowboys till he's in a cane. I don't know. I don't want to believe the conspiracy, Tim, but I think you're right. He's got something on Jerry.
I believe that. This turned into a I hate Dak rant, which I don't mind. Brandon,
gosh,
do you feel similar to Lauren? Like, where are you at with some of these guys? There's still hope for some of these guys to raise that Lombardi trophy.
There is hope. There's hope with all of them. But one thing I do notice, when it matters the most, do you win or you lose? You lose more than you win, especially in the biggest games of the year. All of them haven't sniffed it. All of them.
That's
Joe Burrow has
not
played
true.
50% of his career.
Joe Burrow sniffy.
There's only one elite quarterback in the NFL. We throw this elite word around too much. There's one. And the rest of them are climbing. That's it.
Sure.
There's one.
Wow.
And you know who that one is.
Wow.
Patrick.
And you're basing that solely off Super Bowl wins.
He's the one.
That's what you play for.
At the end of the day, your job as a quarterback is to win. Get your team in the end zone. You win championships. That's your job. I'm not worried about how many MVPs you have. I'm not worried about how many passing touchdowns you have. I'm not worried about how many rushing touchdowns you have. At the end of the day, did we win or did we lose?
Okay. I'm glad you said that at the end because I'm going to go a different way. And you know how I feel. I don't feel like
I feel that they all deserve it.
I don't feel like Super Bowls.
Who's gonna replace them?
Super Bowls to me are a team accomplishment.
Hey, Tim, I'm going to give you an alley-oop real quick because you're about to go, right? Just so all the QB huddlers know out there, we're about to get the ultimate defense argument for Josh Allen. Please proceed, Tim.
PSA. No,
Book
this is
your
not
seat,
just
though.
about Josh. First of all, I look at this list, and this is honest to goodness truth. Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. One of these things is not like the other, and it's Dak Prescott. All of these guys, well, Lamar has not been in an AFC title game, but he's been close. Dak
Yes,
Prescott,
he has. Yes, he has.
Oh, I'm sorry, he was in an AFC title game. Dak
Lost to
Prescott
Patty.
has not been in an AFC title game. Dak Prescott has not been close to an NFC title game. And he's had teams to do it. Dak Prescott didn't come into the NFL draft thinking that he was going to be a guy. All these dudes came into the NFL draft thinking they were going to be a guy outside of Josh Allen. And the only reason he got dogged is because he came from Wyoming. If you watch the film, you think he has a chance to be a guy. Here's what I'll say. The Cowboys aren't doing anything to help Dak Prescott on the defensive side of the ball. They've given him every offensive weapon. They're not going to put any defense out there for him. You're right, Lauren. His time is past. Dak Prescott will never win a Super Bowl in Dallas because the Dallas Cowboys can't get their shit together enough to create that atmosphere to win a Super Bowl. So he's out. Joe Burrow plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. They have been irrelevant my entire life, right? All their money is going to three guys, and they're about to lose their best pass rusher. Joe Burrow, unfortunately, to me, is a victim of his own circumstance that he created. And I think elite player, but probably never going to win the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, he's had top 10 defense most of his career, and they just signed one of the premier number one pass rushers in the league. They were injured last year defensively. I expect they'll be back healthy. Lamar Jackson is out of excuses at this point, much like is Josh Allen, because all the talk was that you never gave Josh Allen weapons, me included, but now DJ Moore comes waltzing in the room and you didn't have to give up anything. You still got the leading rusher in the NFL from a year ago. You shore up that defense a little bit. You have your guy as your head coach. There's no more reasons for the Buffalo Bills not to win. You have a brand new, beautiful stadium at Highmark, right? I'm not saying you have to win, a Super Bowl, but golly, you have to compete. You have to get back to the AFC title game, maybe get there. Josh Allen's out of excuses, as is Lamar Jackson. They should both be at the top of the league next year based on who's around them and what they have. Dak Prescott, not so much. And Joe Burrow, it's the Cincinnati Bengals, bro.
Tim, I never thought I'd say this.
Yes.
Damn, that was a good take.
Well, thank
I
you.
agree with it. I agree.
Never
with
thought
a lot.
you'd say that.
But what I will say this, we agree a lot. But I
disappointed.
will say this. This is a hot take. What if they're all on the hot seat?
Dak's not. As we know, he's got something on Jerry. Jerry will never let Dak go.
You sure? What if they shit the bed like they do every other year? What if Joe Burrow gets hurt again or breaks his pinky or does something and he has an emotional breakdown in the script? What if Dak has an MVP caliber type of season but can't advance past the wild card? What if Lamar has an incredible run and these guys are 13, 14 wins and you lose in the divisional round? What if Josh Allen does the same thing? He might, and he's gunning, and they don't make it.
I don't know.
How long can you take this?
That's the question.
I'll give you one hypothetical. Let's say they all play bad. They all get cut, traded, on the block. 3 of those guys are getting another 4-year deal somewhere. Dak is getting a 1, maybe 2 year. Like I said, the tapes ran out. He wouldn't have got his last deal. He wouldn't have got his last deal if they'd let him walk. But that was the fear. Right? But what are we going to find? And someone will pay him. No, they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have.
I mean, honestly, Jerry's going to stick to his guns here. And Dak Prescott's going to retire a Cowboy, even if he's out there, like you said, with a cane. He's going to be the Cowboy starting quarterback as long as he wants to be.
I don't know what guns Jerry's sticking to, but it's a musket.
Don't know. I do see, though, the Bengals, if you look at their contracts, especially with the 2 receivers and the quarterback, you look at a couple years down the line, and those numbers aren't going to work anymore, and Cincinnati's going to have to dismantle, right? And for Joe Burrow's sake, I sure hope that he's one of the guys that gets out, because I just don't see it happening in Cincinnati, right? He's going to have to go somewhere else to win. I feel like Lamar can win in Baltimore, but I will give Lamar one excuse. You got rid of John Harbaugh, and you have a new head coach. That's tough.
Max Crosby
never played with a number one receiver. All 4 of these quarterbacks that you just mentioned have number 1 receivers.
2 of them have multiple.
And one has 2 MVPs and should have been 3.
I will have to jump in too, man, because you said it, Tim. Dak, they don't do anything for Dak. Are you kidding?
Defensively. In the last couple of years, they haven't done a lot on the defense. They've been beefing up that offense,
brother, y'all were one of
and
the
it never
best
seems to matter.
In the league a couple years
2
ago.
years ago, they were the leading fantasy scoring defense out there.
We were intercepting passes like crazy. I'm talking about, what have we done since then? Our defense.
Let Micah go. That's it. That y'all thought it was okay. Let Micah
go. Let DeMarcus Lawrence go and go win a Super Bowl. You let 2 of your best defensive players go.
Thank you.
But to say they've never done anything is crazy.
We signed a guy that had a career-ending horrific leg injury and thought that he would become our starting middle linebacker. I mean, what are we doing?
You picked up an edge rusher. You picked up a D-end. They went to get a safety. I think Aubrey got to – this is another thing. He got like a tag or something.
Mil.
Yeah, and rightfully so. The market went up. He said, don't leave kickers out. Market goes up.
You better go pay him.
Speaking of Aubrey,
you better go pay him.
One last thing for us to discuss before we get out of here from a quarterback perspective. This is the last of it. Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. Yesterday, it was reported they could not come together. The Colts made an offer. Daniel Jones said, no, I want this. They are seemingly fairly far apart in what the Colts
I think he turned down 36.
He wants 50.
50.
What are you doing if you're the Colts? Are you going to try to continue to negotiate and try to get this done? Or are you going to let Daniel Jones walk out the door and go sign Kyler Murray? I'm just guessing. But
first off,
Geno's still out there too.
Because he's full of shit if he thinks he's worth $50 million right now.
Ooh.
It sucks, but you're right. The injury drops him down. I'd have taken the $40 million. Yeah, he's lucky to get that.
You're lucky to even get that, bro.
Now he's gonna get. He'll get a Malik type contract, but not that many years. He's gonna get another 1 year, probably somewhere, maybe 20 if he's lucky.
Or was that him or is that his agent? Like sometimes the agents get in the way. Is this the agent?
This is a Duke product. I know he has something. He ain't dumb.
Nah,
okay, let's just say the Colts don't want to sign him to that.
He's back to New York. He's going back to New York.
Tyler
as a Jet.
What if I say this to you all? This is going to shock you. What if I said the Vikings would go back and bring Daniel Jones back?
Why not?
Not for 50. Not for 50.
Nah. Daniel better take that Baker Mayfield deal and keep it pushing. He won one playoff game.
Interesting. So Daniel Jones could price himself out of the market completely.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Or be a backup and threaten someone's job. Be a backup and try to.
In all reality, I like Daniel Jones.
Somebody has to go to Minnesota.
I like Daniel Jones, but he had injuries in New York.
Somebody's got to go to Minnesota.
6-7 really good games last year for the Colts before he went down. So what in that 6 to 7 games?
I mean, it's tough. Great games.
50 mil, 7 games.
I'm asking you
that
what did he do?
$50 million.
What did you do in those 7 weeks that told you that you?
The only place that he could have got that would have been in Indianapolis, and he would have to stay healthy, and he would have got the 50. He would have got it if he'd have stayed healthy this year. Sucks. He didn't. It's unfortunate.
So what are the Colts going to do? Sure. So we don't think the Colts should bend the knee to Daniel Jones, and they should go ahead and grab either Geno or Kyler.
Go get Kyler.
That's what we're saying.
Go get Kyler.
Is Kyler going to be on a 1-year prove-it deal wherever he goes?
I think he's absolutely a 3-year deal.
Ooh. That would mean someone's banking on him being a starter. Maybe the Jets.
Mike Evans signed a 3-year deal, and we all know he could probably be out by year 2.
This is true.
I think
those 3-year contracts.
Diggs signed a 3-year deal last year too.
I don't think I'm not offering Kyler more than what Tua got. Honestly, that's what I'm going to offer you.
I'd give him the Baker Mayfield deal.
Tua only took the minimum because he's getting paid from the Dolphins.
Okay, but you're going to give him $100 million. The Baker has at least proven himself. While Kyler, we know, is a great athlete.
What did he prove?
He just
proved that he's tough. He just proved that he's a tough, great football player.
He gets himself hurt, and he falls
we knew
out
that
fourth half of the year.
And we knew that. He did nothing new.
Put your GM
the
hat on.
Walk-on story is over, bro. You're an 8-year veteran quarterback.
Put your GM hat on and tell me which quarterback you would take.
Oh, cool story, bro. I need you to win.
You need a quarterback, and those are the only 2 quarterbacks on the market. Which one are you taking, Baker or Kyler?
Baker.
Okay.
He's just a better
Okay. I rest my case. I don't have to say anything.
I might not take Baker. I don't know.
Neither know how to win yet in the NFL, like consistently. Neither know how to do it.
They're very close to being the same player, actually, when I break it down.
Kind of.
Very close.
Just one's more faster than the other.
One's less eccentric, if you will.
One has a little bit more on-field swag to me than the other, and that's Baker. He comes with a little. But
Kyler's not allowed to have that. Kyler's not allowed to have that.
Bro,
let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Kyler is not like Baker.
Kyler is not allowed to have swagger.
Listen, this is why I love Baker. I'll take him every time. This dude ran from the cops, head bounced off the concrete, and he still got up and said, "What?" All right.
Again, Kyler wouldn't have been in the NFL if he'd have ran from the cops.
Neither would most of the people that have melanated skin would be in the NFL.
Yeah, you knew what I was hinting at. Yeah, you're not allowed to have swagger. If you do,
it's so funny to me when
if you do, you get in trouble.
His bravado, it's
his energy. It's not that he has bravado. It's different.
BS.
Some guys, it's different. If you're selfish and it's all about you, I don't like
selfish.
That. But if you are gritty and you are willing to run over linebackers, that's a different energy.
Tim, I'm going to give you an example, Tim.
$40 million to run over a linebacker.
I'm going to give you an example, Tim. Jackson Dart.
In the 80s, baby. We ran
Jackson
over
Dart.
Why he doesn't win, Tim?
Jackson Dart and Shedeur Sanders. What's the difference?
Yeah. Tell me.
I'll take Shedeur over Jackson all day because Jackson.
But yet one's allowed to be swagger and the other's not. One, it's confidence that I like, and the other is it's cocky and arrogant.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, listen, my issues with Shedeur were the way he talked in the combine and all that. Come NFL regular season and the way he conducted himself, I had no problem with Shedeur Sanders. He was fine to me.
I'll take that. I'll take that then, because that's what I said. I said this is crazy, and he's a pro's pro. Yeah, but Jackson Dart got on the podium and said, Jackson Dart got on the podium and said his entire organization, which means his boss and everyone else, I don't care. I ain't sliding. That's just me.
I know. Well, hey, Cam Ward called out his teammate.
Hey, he slid the next week, didn't he? Jackson Dart ran out of bounds too.
Hey, I mean, like Cam Ward called out his teammates in a presser. You can't, and we all thought Cam Ward was a straight-laced franchise guy, and he calling out his teammates in a press conference. You can't do that. Shedeur didn't do that. Shedeur was very complimentary. They tried to set Shedeur up. They tried to set him up every single week when Dylan Gabriel was a starter, and he never took the bait. I have zero issue with Shedeur Sanders now.
But you have issue with Cam Ward
as an NFL player.
Success.
Also holding himself accountable.
I feel good. It took all season. It took all season, but Tim is good with Shedeur. Close the book.
I mean, I'm one of the biggest Deion Sanders fans of all time, bro.
And he said Josh Allen is on crunch time. He's a clock on Josh Allen now. Yeah, hey, where's that applause? Producer, where's it at? Give me the things. This is great. Good. But he's still wearing a Michigan shirt. There we go.
I love Michigan. I wore this because y'all were giving me hell all morning about Michigan, so I had to wear the Michigan shirt.
Is that what that is?
Because we're one of the best.
I thought that stood for McBuns.
Right now, we are one of the best NCAA basketball teams in the country. Okay, so
Can't name
Michigan
me
is
3
always
players
getting
on
it done.
that team.
I can't name one, but I just know that we're ranked really high.
I can name them. Ready? NIL. That's who you can name on that
Hey,
team.
you know what? Honestly, I haven't watched Michigan college basketball since the Fab Five. I'm a football fan through and through. I only watch the tournaments when I've actually got picks and all that. But I'm always going to root for Michigan if their sport is playing at the highest level and in a ranked tournament of some kind. I will always root for Michigan, be it women's softball, soccer, hockey, doesn't matter. Michigan's on TV. I'm locked in, no matter the
You be
sport.
watching that softball, bro. They ain't winning nothing in that softball.
Hey,
That belongs to
I discovered pro volleyball
Watch,
recently.
bro.
I discovered there's a pro volleyball on I think USA
I
it was.
love
So
watching women's softball in college.
Listen,
hey, got some.
have you ever gotten in the batter's box against one of those girls?
Who,
Yeah,
me?
it's equivalent to 95 mile per hour.
Very.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it comes from the bottom. It's
And the
crazy.
arm
It comes
the
up.
arm seemingly
Like, you
goes
have to
around like
swing,
6
you gotta
times
get
before the
ready,
ball
like,
comes
and they're
out,
like,
right?
right here, you gotta go.
Isn't it crazy to think that throwing motion is safer than the baseball one?
They can throw all day.
It looks
Yep.
it looks very hard, but and those softballs fly and they're so close. It's not like they're not 90 feet away. What are they, like 60 feet or 50 feet?
Shout out to
those
everybody
throw so hard,
tuning
bro.
in today. Tell you what, producer says we got a record today. QB Huddle podcast record. Check it out. Check the comments, y'all. Check the studio chat.
What
Check
happened?
the studio chat. Congrats.
Where we at?
We appreciate y'all.
We did. We
Appreciate y'all.
broke 1,000
Appreciate each
for
and
the
every
first
one of y'all,
time.
man.
And
We broke
this is
1,000.
off
That's
season.
what I'm talking about.
This is off season.
Woo!
Congratulations. Thank you to the QB Huddlers. It's been a fun show. It's been a
Way
fun
to keep
show.
them chains moving. Way to keep them chains
That's right.
moving.
Move them. Keep them moving just like we did against West Texas. The Titans.
There you go.
They weren't very
4th and low.
tight when we got a hold of them. Make sure you follow Lauren at 4th and Low. Make sure you follow Brandon at B Newey on TikTok. You can follow me at Tim Jitsu. One day I'll tell you what Tim Jitsu stands for. That's kind of a crazy story and how I got that name. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Except for one thing, I've always got to talk about it. You got to
He's waiting on his still.
get a W.
I'm still waiting on mine, W.
W and a W. I'll get you some. Look, get right here. Barcode. Get on the barcode. Get you some. It is
it above
delicious
me?
energy drink that is jealous. Now I'm a coffee guy in the morning, but I'm drinking this in the afternoon.
It doesn't
make
have
sure you
beta
get some of this.
alanine in it.
You get a 10%. Get a 10% discount for messing around with the QB Huddle and getting some W. Right. So it's
I heard that's why I knew he won. I heard he was full of it. I heard that's why he won.
W.
He was full of W.
I don't know what he's full of some of the time. Any final words from the two of you before we get out of here?
Not much, man. Ready to get my golf swing going. I was so excited just hearing Nuhi talk. feel like I'm the second coming. I'm chasing Nuhi now.
I can talk about golf all day, dude.
Well,
I really can. It is such a game changer.
Appreciate
all the fans, man. We really do.
We plan to do a show from the back nine here in Denton.
Nice.
Sometime here over the next month or two. And maybe I can get these two bozos to come out with me to the back nine maybe sometime this week and get some swings in. Because you're much better, Lauren, or better to learn from Brandon than from me, right? He just won a tournament. I am not a winner of tournaments. I've come
but you gave me the starter kit. You gave me the starter kit. Now I need the level 2 tech. I need him to do some of that lingo.
Level 2
I'm listening when he says scrambles and shenanigans or whatever he calls. I'm listening on these, man. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how does this work again? And you know, and I don't know if you told him, Nuhi, but the best thing I heard from Tim when I was helping out was, hey man, it's real simple. Just swing. The ball's just in the way. I was like, what? But it's very basic. Yeah, sure.
Very mental. It's basic. It's keep it simple.
Well, he kept trying to hit the ball. You know what I mean? Because he's a baseball
player. Trying to loft the ball.
Stop trying to hit the ball.
You got to compress the ball.
Practice swing, angles, then step up and swing, and just let the ball be in the way.
We fixed some stuff, Nuhi. You'd have been proud. I told him baseball lingo because I was like, in baseball, man, you're taught to sit back, throw your hands. In golf, you got to keep that front hand steady all the way through. Man, we were working through some stuff. I would say if it was a trainer, he probably should have charged me. Let's put it that way.
Check the butt. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
He really came along on the short game. I'll tell you that. Like around the greens, his little short game. As the day progressed, he started to get the feel. And I had to tell him, man, I can't tell you how to do it. You just kind of have to feel it, right? You make the V, swing the V. And he started to get really good at it.
We kind of hit home with percents towards the end, right? I understand throw power and swing. And he's like, yo, about, we learned the yardage. He told me the club and about 50%. I'm like, okay, cool. I know
I make a hell of a caddy.
Gauging. I was going to say he's gauging he doesn't know how hard I hit or how hard I could. So, man, It was great. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, we need to set it up this week, man, because I ain't got nothing.
All right, Let's do it. You heard it here, and it's going to rain here tomorrow over the next couple of days, so you can't be outside.
Yeah, I can't even go to the range today. That's so disappointing.
Well, I think you're good today as long as you don't try to go tonight here.
Well, I just need to test out that new driver, that QI35 I got. I'm going shaft shop.
Big money. That's big money right there.
Sounds like an Audi.
Hey, that's going to do it for us. If you want to golf here in the DFW Metroplex, if you want to join the AGA and have a chance to take down the AGA current champion Brandon Newey, just DM him at bnewey at TikTok, and he will get you set up. Find him on Facebook, find him on Instagram. You can reach out to me. I will get you in touch with the right people because I am still I play in the tournaments when I can. Let's just put it that way.
No G.
Low, if you want to watch Lauren play quarterback this weekend, come out to Southeastern High School in Fort Worth, 7:00 Saturday night, as the Collin County Crash will take on the DeSoto Tarantulas. They've been around for a long time. Here's a little insider information for you guys. The owner of the DeSoto Tarantulas and one of their running backs, his son plays defensive end for us. So that should be interesting. It's going to be a little bit of a family reunion as Tommy plays against Tommy. I can't wait for Tommy to tackle Tommy the first time. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. That's going to do it for us here. Thank you to our producer, Brandon Franklin from New Era Media. Thank you all, accessfootball.com. And thank you to FanStream Sports for allowing us to be a part of your network. Brandon, you look like you have something to say before we get out of here.
Appreciate you guys.
That's it?
It was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man. If you guys want to play golf and you guys are in the area, hit us up, man. It's a bigger purpose to what we're doing, and we're very fortunate to do it. So,
if we don't see you on the golf course and we don't see you Saturday night, we will for sure see you next Tuesday as we wrap up all the free agent frenzy stuff that is going to be taking place over the next few days. So enjoy it. League starts tomorrow. Until next Tuesday, keep those chains moving, folks. We'll see you.
Go Pats.